Have you been wondering why crude oil prices are soaring today? These days, the news is flooded with videos of a series of unfortunate military airstrikes and geopolitical tensions. Their ripple effects have started to show on global trade as well. The US and UK joined forces in a strategic move against Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. Houthi forces, not to be outdone, are targeting shipping vessels. Such attacks, as we have seen in the past, have broader consequences on global trade routes and the energy sector. But that's not all. Witness the domino effect as Chesapeake Energy Corporation acquires Southwestern Energy Company, stirring up energy M&A activity. It's a roller coaster of events with implications that stretch far and beyond. In the recent market analysis, there has been a notable movement in oil prices, particularly in response to the US and UK military airstrikes on Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. This development has introduced a layer of complexity to the already escalating conflicts in the Red Sea, where Houthi forces are actively targeting freight shipping vessels. Examining the market indicators, Chesapeake Energy Corporation has experienced a decline of 0.88%, while its subsidiaries, Chakadiyu and Chkez, are holding steady at 0.00% each. On the positive side, Chiechkel has seen a significant uptick of 7.05%. Southwestern Energy Company, a player in the energy sector, is witnessing a decrease of 0.58%. Zooming out to the broader energy sector, XLE is down by 0.08%. Additionally, crude oil has shown a moderate increase of 0.4816%, and Brent crude has surged by 0.82%. The recent military actions have prompted a spike in oil prices, with Brent reaching around $80 a barrel. Financial experts note that such spikes are not uncommon during Red Sea tensions, and the situation has led to a significant Danish oil tanker company, Torm, halting its routes via the Red Sea. This decision is noteworthy, as Torm manages about 80 vessels responsible for transporting refined products from refineries to customers. You must also keep in mind the significance of the Red Sea, which serves as a vital link to the Suez Canal, the shortest route connecting Asia and Europe. Recent decisions by major shipping companies, such as Maersk and another German shipping giant, to suspend routes through the Red Sea have repercussions. Maersk, for instance, initially resumed operations, but has now halted them again. This disruption compels vessels to take longer routes around the Cape of Africa, extending travel times by 7 to 14 days. The resulting impact on global trade routes is a key driver behind the current spike in oil prices. The lengthened trips and uncertainties in the Red Sea are influencing market dynamics. However, it's noteworthy that despite the current surge in oil prices, some analysts are revising down their forecasts for Brent crude in 2024. The rationale behind these adjustments lies in the anticipation of an increased oil supply, particularly from the United States and other sources. Shifting gears to the United States oil sector, M&A activities have taken center stage following a challenging year for the energy industry. Notable deals include potential collaborations between Exxon and Pioneer, Chevron and Hess, Occidental and a private company, as well as Chesapeake's acquisition of Southwestern. This unique combination, particularly in the natural gas domain, has garnered attention from analysts. Mizuho, for example, has upgraded Chesapeake's stock to a buy from neutral, with a revised price target of about $104, up from $96. The Chesapeake Energy Corporation's acquisition of Southwestern Energy Company has forged quite a formidable entity, establishing a powerhouse in the U.S. shale gas sector. This strategic move not only provides operational and marketing flexibility, but also anticipates substantial cost savings, projecting at least $400 million annually by 2025. Analysts, exemplified by BMO's outperform rating and a price target of 85, recognize the creation of a must-own dry gas producer, well-positioned to meet the growing demand for LNG. The merger is hailed for its asset synergy, presenting a leading dry gas footprint in 2 basins. Looking at how well companies in the energy business did over the past year, Chevron had a tough time with a 16% decrease, while Southwestern Energy did well, gaining 15%. But if we look at the bigger picture over 2 years, the oil sector did great in 2022. Companies like Exxon, Chevron, Occidental Petroleum, and Hess made impressive gains, ranging from 16% to 67%. Now, what's making a big impact in the oil sector is mergers and acquisitions. Companies are making strategic deals to adapt and do well in the changing energy market, especially with the growing demand for liquefied natural gas. This means that M&A activities are becoming a driving force in the oil sector. So, in the coming year, we can expect more consolidation and strategic moves in the oil and gas industry. The landscape is transforming, and companies are gearing up for more deals and maneuvers to stay ahead in the game. It's like they are getting ready for a year of change and strategic shifts in the oil and gas industry. Oil prices experienced a 1% surge on Friday, triggered by a growing number of oil tankers altering their course away from the Red Sea. The Iran-backed group had previously targeted shipping in the region. Brent crude futures settled 1.1% higher at $78.29 a barrel, reaching a session high of over $80, marking the highest point this year. Meanwhile, U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures saw a 0.9% increase to $72.68, momentarily reaching a 2024 high of $75.25. The diversions of oil tankers, while expected to impact transportation costs and times, have not yet affected supplies, according to analysts and industry experts. This factor contributed to a slight easing of earlier price gains. For the week, Brent was down 0.5%, and WTI experienced a 1.1% decline. The earlier part of the week witnessed concerns over oil supplies following significant price cuts by top exporter Saudi Arabia and an unexpected build in U.S. crude stockpiles. While acknowledging the transportation challenges posed by the Red Sea diversions, experts emphasized that the impact on physical oil markets has been minimal so far. Matt Stephanie, president at Cavanal Hill Investment Management, noted that if the conflict were to extend to the other side of the Arabian Peninsula, the reaction in oil markets could be more substantial. Notably, tanker companies Stena Bulk, Hafnia, and Torm announced the suspension of their ships heading towards the Red Sea. However, the head of the Suez Canal Authority, Osama Rabi, reassured that traffic remains regular in both directions, refuting reports of navigation suspension due to developments in the Red Sea. The Houthis are a Yemeni militia group formed in the 1980s, named after their founder, Hussein Badreddin al-Houthi. They emerged in opposition to Saudi Arabia's religious influence in Yemen. The group controls most of the west of Yemen and manages the Red Sea coastline. Iran supports the Houthis as part of its long-standing rivalry with Saudi Arabia, and the Houthis have expressed solidarity with Hamas during the Gaza war. The recent US and UK airstrikes on Houthi positions in Yemen are in response to the group's persistent drone and missile attacks on commercial ships in the Red Sea, initiated after the conflict in Gaza. The November 19th incident marked a critical juncture as militants, utilizing a helicopter, hijacked a car carrier associated with an Israeli businessperson holding the crew hostage. The Houthis issued a stern warning, declaring any vessels linked to Israel or its allies as fair targets. Despite the limited success of Houthi attacks on ships, the maritime landscape underwent a profound transformation. Shipping companies, facing the escalating tension, chose a radical shift, diverting routes to navigate around the Red Sea via South Africa's Cape of Good Hope. This not only posed logistical hurdles, but also considerably heightened journey times and expenses. In a strategic response, the U.S. launched Operation Prosperity Guardian on December 18th. Initially avoiding confrontation, the U.S. altered its stance on December 31st. In a dramatic twist, Navy helicopters intervened, thwarting small boats attempting to board a protected container ship, resulting in the demise of 10 militants. This marked a pivotal moment, injecting a fresh and intense dimension into the ongoing crisis. Before the Gaza war, Yemen was in turmoil. As companies adapt to the evolving market, strategic moves will play a crucial role. What are your thoughts on this? How do you think this could play out in the near future? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Until next time.